Hello, just gonna make a little video on housing and how much a house will cost in 2026. So we're gonna go over 3 scenarios and just take a look at what's the upfront cost that you'll need to pay, and then how much will you be paying every month and for how long, right? So this is the first scenario. It's just an $800,000 house. And we're going to assume a 20% deposit. So with a 20% deposit, that's above the threshold for LMI. So you won't need to pay lender's mortgage insurance. We're going to assume I think I looked this up earlier, that's just an average kind of borrowing rate. And then we're going to have a loan for 30 years. So that means that we're going to pay upfront. So upfront meaning within the first 30 days, going to pay $208,070, or just about $210,000 is upfront, which is the deposit amount as well as stamp duty. And then I just tagged on $5,000 for just miscellaneous costs. And then every month you'd be paying $3,700, and that's for 30 years, which is that's pretty steep. And then we're gonna have an additional payment. This is just council rate, so this is an additional yearly payment on top of this. And so I guess these two are the two main numbers here, right? The upfront payment and then the monthly payment. So go on to the second model. So this is kind of a more larger, like family kind of house. We're gonna assume 1.1 mil, and this time we're not gonna pay the 20% deposit. We're just gonna pay 10% deposit, and because it's below 20%, we will need to pay LMI. So I assume that it's 2% or 2.5% of the loan amount, but that's just a guess. So upfront, you need to pay $200,000. So this is actually less than here, but the monthly payment is $5,800. So that's a lot more. So $5,800 a month for 30 years, right? And then if we take a look at this third model, this is the same house with 20% deposit. So instead of the upfront payment of $200,000, it's $285,000. So $85,000 more. The monthly payment is less though, so only about $5,200. And this is also for 30 years. And of course we can play around with these numbers, so that if you go for 40 years instead, which is a bit long, 4,700, so it's less. Maybe we can look at 25 years, a little bit more. Of course, if you pay with 10% and LMI, then you get the house immediately, instead of needing to save up potentially another $85,000 in order to pay with no LMI. So hopefully that's a good little exploration. If you want to see this spreadsheet, I'll put it down below as well. Cool. See ya.